Well, welcome back to the well worn path. Let's continue our journey, shall we? We shall. Praise the Lord. Here we go. So, there's a phrase that a friend of mine. I was at this retreat. I'm still kind of giving you some of the gems that I got from this retreat. And so here's a phrase the presenter gave, and Justin is his name. He's a coach of mine, and he is in sales, and he's a coach to coaches, and he was talking about for him, sales is not a slimy, nasty thing. Sales is love. It's about helping, giving people, finding out what they need and helping them. And I love the way he approaches it. He approaches it so wonderfully. And he says it's actually, here's where it is. It is either a win for them and a win for me, or there's no deal. Now, that's not typically how sales happens, is it? You go buy a car or something, you're like on your guard because you know you're going to get, the shaft or whatever. And so you're like, well, I'm just going to, I'm just bracing myself. I got to be on guard. And I love his approach. That sales is win-win. There's no deal. Even if it's not a win for him, they're like, oh yeah, I want to work with you. And he's like, this is not going to work. It's not going to work. That there's no deal, which takes pressure off of him. It takes pressure off of the other person. I was sitting there as he was talking about this, and I started thinking about it in my own life. And as I am getting older and more mature, I'd like to call it that, more complete. One of the things that I'm learning is I have less time for drama, unnecessary drama. There's drama sometimes that does unfold that we need to pay attention to. But there's a lot of drama we don't need to pay attention to, do we? You know what I'm talking about. You might be that drama. You might take a look at that today, okay? But I was pondering this as I was sitting there, and I felt like the Holy Spirit saying, Mark, that's not a bad way to live your life. And not necessarily with people. Sometimes with things. So we're in the season of Lent, and some of you participate in that, and you consider, what can I give up for Lent? Well, I have this really bad habit of when my wife and I are watching TV, and I've told you before, we don't have cable or dish, we watch YouTube videos, and sure enough, a video will come on about a Karen. Now, you know what I mean, a Karen. This is one of those people that's irate, and they're just obnoxious, and they're mad because they're not getting their way or whatever. And inevitably, I'll select the video. And my wife will look at me, she goes, what are you doing? You get so upset when you watch these things. I just can't help myself. It's like watching Fail Army, I almost had a Fail Army this morning. The Ring camera would have caught me. It was just right at freezing. I was coming down the walkway. It's that Trek stuff, and I about slipped on the ice. Didn't see it. I didn't, though. I gingerly caught myself. I don't know that I've done anything gingerly, to be honest with you, but it sounded good. Win-win or no deal. It's a good way of living life. And so what I've done lost track there for a minute. What I've decided to do for Lent is I'm not going to watch any more videos that cause my blood pressure to go up. That includes watching political stuff. I'll check headlines. I fasted the news back, did a 40-day fast. I went back in the fall. Man, I felt so good. And I've slowly been, I'll just watch this one little thing, and oh man, I get all upset and uptight. So I'm doing another Lenten fast of things that cause my blood pressure to shoot up, including watching Karens, watching people arguing with cops, people saying stupid stuff on politically or whatever. Okay, I'm just like I can't do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it because it's a no-win. It's a no-win for me. So this is why what I'm saying is I don't win. The whoever's posting the video might win because I watched it. They got a view. But I'm not winning because I'm getting upset. So it's a no deal. It's a no deal. I'm trying to be more careful about what I eat. I love when people say, everything in moderation, Mark, everything in moderation. Well, I'm the moderator, and I don't always do a good job moderating. And so, win-win or no deal. I got to ask myself, is this going to help? Is this going to be a win for me? Or is this going to be something that is life-taking, not life-giving? A win is something that is life-giving to you. Something life-taking is something that is, we might say, is not a win. It's a loss. And sometimes we have to lose some things. I've caught myself, there was something brought to attention to say, don't say I want to lose weight, because when we say in our mind, I lost something, we go looking for it. So I have quit saying I want to lose weight. I'm saying I want to get rid of the weight. Because the stuff I get rid of, I don't want it back. I get rid of it. So win-win or no deal. I said, well, that can be kind of harsh. Mark, what if it's someone who really needs help? Well, that's okay. I can, if they need my help and they're asking me for help, that's probably a win for me, by the way. Because I want to help people if I can. But the moment they quit doing the work and I'm doing it for them, that's a no deal for me. I will tell people, I'll jump into your junk pile with you, but I ain't going in alone. I'll go in and help you, but I'm not going to do the work for you. So if we say, well, but they need your help. Well, they might need, there's a lot of people that probably need my help, but do they want my help? If they don't want my help, then I can't help them, because at that point, if I'm doing it for them. But if they want my help, then we're going to do it together, and I can kind of coach them through it. Point, hey, maybe you should do this. Kind of like what we're doing now. If you're watching this because you want to be here, it's not because you need to be here. And if you do feel you need to be here, it's because hopefully your need is turned into a want. And so now hopefully it's becoming a win-win for us. It's a win for me because you're watching my video. It's a win for you because maybe you're getting something out of it. And now we have a deal. But if it's a win-win, we got to be all in. I have said to friends, you're going to be like, I can't believe you're going to say that. You said that, Pastor, when you're done here. I remember saying to someone one time, look, this friendship, I'm in. I'm loyal, I'm in. But I don't have enough energy for both of us. So you have to decide, number one, do you want to be in this friendship? Number two, are you going to bring something to it, some emotional energy to it? Because if you're not, then I'm out. Well, that's pretty harsh. No, it's pretty truthful. And I followed up and said, I don't want a quick answer. I want you to think about it. Do you want to be involved in this friendship? Because if you don't, it's going to look a lot different. Doesn't mean I'm going to treat you poorly, I'm going to be mean to you or anything like that. What it does mean is that it's going to look different, that's all. It's going to look different. Because I don't have enough energy to make myself believe that you want to be in this friendship. Wow, it's not a win-win for me if you don't bring something to the friendship. So it is something we need to look at in life. Maybe when you are buying that car. And they said, well, this is the deal. And you know what? You can walk. Here, permission. You can walk away. Do you know how many cars are out there? But I really like that one. Well, then go with the deal if that's what you want. And then you won. It's a win for you. But if you're like, man, that's just really, it's like $10,000 more than the car's worth. That ain't a win for me. That ain't a win for me. And so you know what? I'll walk away. At the end of the day, here's the thing. 5 years from now, you're going to be looking for another car anyway because you're going, oh, this one's old, whatever the deal is, unless you buy a Honda CR-V. Hey, picking up what I'm laying down. It isn't working for me. It's not a win for me to watch videos of people getting upset and feeling entitled. It's not a win for me, even as a pastor, if I am not being effective as your pastor. I may have to say, you know what? I don't feel like I'm helping you, and I'm the pastor for you. And that's okay. I want you to find a church and a pastor who can help you. And if I'm not to him, that's okay. It ain't about me. And if I'm going to hinder you more than I'm going to help you, that it's not a win for me. It's not a win for me. So I'm going to leave it right there, folks. And you know what? We see Jesus doing that. Jesus made all sorts of choices. Matter of fact, this is all about choices, to be honest with you. Choose this day whom you will serve. Well, it's not a win for me to serve Jesus, because then he's going to ask me to not, to give up a bunch of stuff. You're right. It's probably not. So don't sit here and play games and say, well, I'm a believer. I just don't want to do what he says. Well, then you ain't a believer. You might be a believer, but you ain't no follower. Follow me doesn't just mean you go to church. Follow me and says, I'm going to do what Jesus says as best I can. When I don't, he'll straighten me out and get me where I need to be. I believe we talked about this a few weeks ago, called being in alignment with the assignment. The assignment is to follow him. How you doing? Is that a win-win for you? Is that a win-win for you? And here's the thing, it's a win for Jesus no matter what. But you know what? Even Paul said God gave them over to their sinful desires. Because Jesus said, yeah, that's not working for me. I'm not compromising. I'm not compromising to make a deal here. Here's what the deal is. You're either in or you're out. Wow. Wow. All right. Let's take a break there. Gave you a lot to chew on there. So until next time, I'm Pastor Mark. Grace and peace. Thanks for joining me.